Today we are going to Rijal Almaa. It is isang oras, di ba? Isang oras from
1 hour and 10
Abha. Tapos bitukang manok daw yung daanan.
One can reach Rijal Almaa through a cable car from Souda Mountain and then board a bus to the village or drive on the narrow, steeply sloping zigzag road down the mountain like we did. However, I will share with you another route, one we discovered on our way back to Abha because we don't want to go back to Souda road again. So here is what you need to do assuming that you're coming from Abha. If you type in Rijal Almaa as your destination in Google Maps, it will automatically suggest the Suda route because it is the fastest route from Abha to Rijal Almaa. It is about 63 kilometers and around 1 hour and 13 minutes to drive. But you have to go down the Souda Mountain, which is the highest peak in Saudi Arabia, through that very narrow and very steep winding road. And for me, it's very scary if you ask me. It is like an intestine road. For us Filipinos, we call it a bitukang daan. And honestly, we took that route going in because we don't know any other route to Rijal Almaa. But since we don't want to go back to that route again, we look for another alternative route, and that's when we found Al-Habil. So instead of typing in Rijal Almaa as your first destination, type in Al-Habil and it will still suggest the Al-Suda route because even to Al-Habil it is still the fastest route. But there is a route that is marked in gray and you can click that and you will find that it will take you longer, of course, by distance. It will take around 110 kilometers and about 1 hour and 30 minutes to drive. But this road is better than Al-Suda. It is safer. It is less challenging to drive. So if you are afraid to go down Al-Suda mountain, then you can use this route. So from Al-Habil, you can type in Rijal Almaa in Google Maps as your destination and it is around 27 kilometers from there. And that's it. You are in Rijal Almaa. And for us, we took this route in reverse. We came from Rijal Almaa to Al-Habil and then Al-Habil to Abha. If you want to know the road and the sights you can see in this route, then please watch this video till the end because I will be sharing some of the clips during our trip back to Abha. In the meantime, join us as we navigate the intestine road of Al-Suda, and should you decide to take this route, I assure you the mountain view is one of a kind. Our descent down the mountain begins with that road sign. That road sign means that only vehicles which are not more than 2.2 meters in height can go in and use this road, which is honestly a sigh of relief for us because it means that we won't encounter any trucks or any big vehicles, especially in the sharp bends. There are areas where the distance between the bends are longer, but there are also areas where it is shorter and there's a lot of them. And you may think that you just went around a bend and here's another one again. Needless to say that in every road trip, it is very important to make sure that your car is in perfect condition. But most especially in this route, you cannot afford for your brakes to fail you, for your own safety and for others as well. It is also important to note that in some instances, incoming cars may take your lane in the blind curve and vice versa, and for me that's really very scary. Good thing there's a rest stop midway where your cars can cool off, and if you do step out of your car, you really can smell the brakes, and in some cases, smoke is coming out from under the car. The rest stop has a park nearby where you can relax and gather your nerves if you need to, and the view on that spot is spectacular and you can soak in the view. And if you're traveling with kids, they can play for a while and stretch before going down the mountain again. So here we are down the valley onto Rijal Almaa, a 900-year-old settlement located in the southwestern part of Saudi Arabia. Historically, this village was a natural corridor linking those coming from Yemen and the Levant to Makkah and Medina, making it an important regional commercial center. But not only that, Rijal Almaa has also played a significant role in shaping the religious and political landscape of the region. It was here that the Assyri tribes defeated the Ottoman Empire, forcing them to sign a treaty granting Assyria independence in 1825, the first of its kind in the Arabian Peninsula. The Rijal Almaa Heritage Museum that we are visiting today was established in 1985 with the initiative of the inhabitants of the village to save and preserve their heritage. They have chosen the L1 fort, owned by the L1 family, as the site of the museum because it was the largest in the area. The fort was renovated with the inhabitants of the village working together hand in hand. The men collected old objects donated by the people, while the women decorated the fort, resulting to its distinct, colorful pattern interior. The museum is open every day from 8 a.m. to 11:59 in the evening, and for 20 riyals per person, you can go and explore inside.
Bawa ng mga ano nila dati. Ang pangkat doon sana ng mga tao. There's a... Nagbabak na pala. Selfie, oh. Yeah, nice. Kasi rapat.
The area is quite extensive, so if one wants to explore more, then yes, you can see there are still other structures adjacent to the main museum building. If you want some refreshments or if you want to buy some souvenirs, there is a souvenir shop down the main entrance. So that concludes our visit to Rijal Almaa Heritage Museum, so let's go back to Abha. The road from Rijal Almaa to Abha via Al-Habil is in flatland, so it is an easy ride. You can pass by several towns, the cell reception is good, and there are gas stations, so I think even during nighttime it's still okay to drive. So that's it. I hope you will enjoy your trip to Rijal Almaa and vice versa. Have a safe trip!